Hi guys, Sam here. I'm playing a bit of Street Legal Redline Racing. Now, the aim of this is to see how realistic it is. Now, my aim is to produce a Civic Type R, as we can see in front, which is a EP3 Honda Civic Type R. We're going to see if the stats of this, when built properly, will meet the stats of the car in real life. Now, to do that, I've got this modified shell, which was brought into the game. I got it off a website. I can't think for the life of me. It's been such a long time since I played this game where I got the mod pack from. But the suspension and engine for it aren't modified. It's not based on the Honda engine. It's actually the in-game engine, which is the Einwagen 110 GTK. That's the engine I plan on using for this vehicle, as all the other engines seem to make 400 or 500 brake horsepower standard, which is not what I want for this experiment. So I'm going to go ahead quickly and build up this engine. Actually, I'll remove all the info so you can see it going on. I don't know why the headlights are stuck on. That's really unusual. If I skip the hours a minute, 8 hours. There we go, headlights are off. That was odd. So if I quickly build up all this. Throwing up error messages, building it too quick. There we go. Engine's build up now. Intake, fuel rail, cam shafts, cam belt, you know, all that standard stuff with a car engine. Good at information. Aiming for 205 brake. Now we've got 114 horsepower now, and a 1.8 litre. Now the issue I was having earlier was that the engine was producing 2.5 litres and 300 brake horsepower. So I've come to a bit of a stalemate. I'm going to change the pistons. Now, I don't think that will change anything really, but we'll see what it does. I'm going to GTK block. It's really annoying trying to zoom in nice and close where I can get those GTK pistons. What con rods am I using? I'm using GTK connecting rods. So I take those out, go back, engine, below 4, connecting rods. The 110 GT, buy those. Pistons. So we've got 140, 110, 110 GT. I put GTK in there, I'm pretty sure. So let's get the GT pistons. And let's also get the 140s. See if that makes a difference. So I'm going to put the GTA connecting rods in first. And I go for the GT pistons. See what that produces. Still 1800cc, probably because of the crankshaft. That's the only way you would change the without boring the block out. The only way you change the cylinder size, cubic centimeters, is by the displacement. Words right there in front of me, and I'm cocking up. But anyway, now we're getting 127 brake horsepower, which is still no good. Need to be producing that magic 200. So just rip the block apart again. Head off. And let's go for. We'll change the pistons over for. Oh, come on. Hate it when the gameplay's funny. Right, so we'll go down there. If it stops. Stop. Pistons. And we're going to stick 140 GTA pistons out. This might bring the compression ratio up too much to run. No, it's running less power, still at 1800cc. So now I'm going to have to get a bit creative. I'm going to have to find a way of bringing the power up of this engine. Let's go back to where we were a minute ago. The highest power, I think, we had was... Oh, I can't remember now for the life of me. It's going to bug. Let's go. That was 127 anyway. I remember that. Right. That's better. So, the 140 pistons are too much. GTK, GT. Stick the GT pistons back in there, stick that back on. Well, we now have 127 brake horsepower still. That's a good starting point. We're going to just leave it at 1800cc, try and bring the engine up to 200 brake horsepower using various tuning methods. So to start with, I'm going to buy bigger intakes, bigger exhaust. So intake system, GTA, that should increase the performance. so should that exhaust header. And again, I'm going to go for the camshafts. I'm going to go for GTA camshafts. And is there a GTA cylinder head that we could just do a quick swap on? There is. So we'll do a GTA cylinder head swap. See what that produces. So let's go back. Let's take the intake off. And we'll just do... Oh. Alright, so if we take camshaft out, please. Right, take the bearing bridge out first, then take the cam belts out, camshafts out, as in real life. Oh. Take this exhaust out. Stay there! Exhaust header, thank you. Take the cylinder head off. I just brought cylinder head cover, I didn't actually buy the cylinder head, did I? Yes, it's in it. That's good. Right, so we got that. Let's stick the cylinder head cover on. Intake manifold. Standard camshafts, bearing bridge, and the rest of it. Right. So just with the cylinder head change, with bigger ports, in theory, we are getting 217 brake horsepower. Now it's just a tiny bit above what we were looking for. So the easiest way to bring it down now to 200 brake horsepower is to modify the air-fuel ratio, which in real life would be like plugging a car up to a computer, as I said in this. So 14.5, I reckon if we go down to 13, see what that produces. Down to 13. Back in the settings, power performance. 229. Did that go up? I hope that didn't go up. Air fuel, so we want that low. When it's lower you get big pops and bangs out the exhaust. Well, you would, not in the game. I don't think that's been written into the game. Right. Power doesn't want to change lower than 229. So let's bring it down to 9.5. That should really screw things up. 207 brake horsepower. We're now getting there real close. Engine's going to be running real rich and probably won't last very long. But if we can get that magic 200, and then we'll start messing about, see what sort of performance. 204. So if we go down another half, don't we go any further? 8.75, 8.5. Right, that's going to be bang on, I hope. 201 brake horsepower. Now, really a Type R would be producing 199, 198 brake horsepower, but let's not be too picky here. So let's put the bodywork back on and the wheels back on. We now have a car. Let's take it for a spin and see. Put the clutch down, drop the clutch. See what the 0 to 60 should be around 8 seconds. Mine was. We're gonna hold it straight. 7.6. I consider that to be fairly realistic. See what the quarter-mile time is. So hold the thing straight. Obviously, suspension is not set up correctly. So much wrong with this model for it to be pulling to the left like that. Really struggling to get up to speed. There we go, 100 mile an hour at last. 5th gear. I have put the 6-speed gearbox on this to keep it in keeping with Type R in real life. Across the finish line. There we go, 42.8 seconds for a quarter of a mile. So there we have it. There is the Type R. 200 brake horsepower. Model copied from somewhere. And in the description of the video I'll post up what the actual figures are from Honda when the car was new, so we can compare them and see how close the game actually is. Thank you very much for watching, and subscribe to the videos, guys. Cheers, bye. Hi guys, on that bit of video you just saw where we built the Civic Type R to produce as close as we could to 200 brake horsepower. And then we ran it down the strip. Now here's the speeds that were given from that. A top speed of 109 mile an hour. Now, I know they go a lot faster than that. I know, I've done it. 0 to 60, 7.783 seconds. Unfortunately, it didn't reach 124 mile an hour, so it's a bit confusing. Quarter mile speed of 15.5 seconds, and a quarter mile speed of 83.7 mile an hour. Now, I'll put the setting, and if you look in the description below, there will be the figures from Honda that are given. We'll see how closely they do relate. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.